ENVI Micro-Urban Village is an urban infill micro-lot subdivision. We basically have freehold title lots that are less than 100 square metres, generally 60 square metre freehold lots.
We stumbled upon the ENVI development and went, oh, well, this looks good. Ticked a lot of boxes for meeting the location requirements and just environmental sustainability. We were quite good with small house living, because we were looking at a tiny house potentially. Land, the Gold Coast was going to cost more than this entire build, so...
When we were looking at some of the land you could get on the Gold Coast, there was a requirement that the house had to be so big, and it was like, we've lived in houses that big and it's not worth it. It's a waste of space, it's a waste of energy, and it's a waste of a backyard.
We've got acres of land just a short walk away to run around, play.
Big drivers are the tram, and the fact that we could connect up. Like, we've lived in a lot of small country towns, and we'd walk to the pub, we'd walk to the coffee shop or whatever. And one of the things was, well, if we got a tiny house, we'd have to be way out, and then we'd have all the benefits that we'd love about living in a tiny house potentially, but we'd then have to put up with all the traffic of the Gold Coast. So we have a small house, but we're close to the tram. You know, typically we tend not to take the car anywhere on weekends and stuff like that. It's for getting to and from work or visiting family on weekends.
Now that's the key to ENVI, because these homes are on the smaller side of any home that you will find probably in Queensland. It's not because people in Queensland don't want smaller households. We hear almost daily that the industry is calling out for smaller homes. But what is difficult is creating a small home that stacks up from a valuation point of view. Because if it doesn't stack up from a valuation point of view, homeowners, particularly those at the lower end of the socioeconomic scale, cannot afford to obtain finance for their home. All of a sudden you plug into a place where you've got a tavern down the road, and you've got a school and a lake and a park and a preschool, a light rail to get you to anything else, to the train to Brisbane to work, for instance, and all of a sudden your home can start being, you know, a different character, where it's accommodating those necessities of life for day-to-day living. But when you're going to go out and play cricket, you actually go and use the park nearby, and you get some social connection as you do.
This is probably the first house where we ended up very much in the house we wanted, not just the house that was available. For the most part, when we were in smaller houses was when we were happier and felt like we were actually making use of the house, as opposed to, you know, the times we're in a 400 square metre house or something like that.
This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Obviously downstairs is the living, kitchen, dining area, and then upstairs is the bedrooms, and there's like a sitting room, office.
I think the other thing too is, like, we've met more of our neighbours, and he meets more people because we do live in a smaller space. It forces us out the front of our house, so we talk to people as they walk past.
Most days we go for a walk. First thing in the morning, he is awake at 5 a.m. Get up, get outside, sunshine, go grab a coffee, come back, go to daycare, then start your day.
When you're co-located with such beautiful natural environments such as beaches and broadwaters, large green parks, which Southport is, there isn't as much need for the large backyard. When you've got the family of, you know, 2 adults and 1 child, going to the park is actually quite a desirable thing. You're getting to know your community, you're getting your fresh air and everything as well. We feel that, you know, interacting with the community is kind of a benefit of maybe trading off your big backyard, but I think you get a lot more bang for your buck.
The best part, there's zero, almost no maintenance of our little back area. So even though it is small, we've got acres of land just a short walk away to run around, play, to do anything, meet people, get dirty, play in the sand.
Challenge your own assumptions about why you think you want or why you think you need something.
Do you want to spend 3 hours every week
your
lawn?
Do you want to spend 3 hours every week mowing the lawn, or would you rather spend 3 hours hiking through Springbrook National Park, or swimming down at the Broadwater Parklands, or down at the main beach, or something like that?
Don't discount it. Like, have a serious look at things. If there's the opportunities for open houses, there's a lot of virtual tours, there's a lot of things. Really work out what stuff you actually need to live.